Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we are going to learn how to prepare comparative balance sheet. So the comparative balance sheet format I have shown in the screen. You can clearly note it down. This is very important. You're gonna by heart it or whatever, practice it. You whatever you want, you do it. But you need to remember this format for the examination because in the examination they won't give this format. They'll list out the items. You need to find out and you need to put it down under what heading it will come. So let us see this once. This is equity and liability first, top heading, and second is assets. I like equity and liability and assets. Obviously, we'll have two things in the balance sheet. Under equity and liability, we'll have shareholders fund. Under shareholders fund, we have share capital, reserve surplus, and money received against share warrants. And the second thing as share application money pending allotment, and third thing as non-current liabilities and the current liabilities. Under non-current liabilities we have long-term borrowings, deferred tax liabilities, other long-term liabilities, long-term provisions, everything is there. And you should go through this and practice it very well for the examination because this question is going to come for 14 marks. So you easily will get the 14 marks with this problem, right? So next thing we have asset. Under asset we have non-current asset, current asset, non-current investments. Everything is there. You need to go through with this. Under non-current asset we have fixed asset, tangible asset, intangible asset, capital work in progress, intangible assets under development. So many things are there. Under non-current investment, deferred tax assets, long-term loans and advances, other non-current assets. And under current assets, we have current investment, inventories, trade receivables, cash and cash equivalents, short-term loans and advances, other current assets we have. So you need to go through this and understand it or practice it, whatever you want, you do it, but you need to remember this for the examination. This is going to give you 14 marks. So let us go to the question. So I have taken NCERT question only. So we have balance sheet here, and we need to prepare comparative balance sheet with this. So they have given equity and liability and assets. Under equity and liability, we have shareholders funds, share capital, reserves and surplus. Under non-current liabilities, we have long-term borrowings. Under current liabilities, we have trade payables. So many things are there. So we'll go through with this and we'll prepare the solution for this. So already I drawed the column. So you need to write it exactly like this. No changes at all in the balance sheet format. That's why you need balance sheet format practiced, or you need to practice it very well. So without that, you cannot prepare this, right? So we'll go to the solution. So now here absolute change will come. Absolute increase or decrease, increase or decrease. Here percentage increase or decrease, these things will come. So you need to write it completely in the examination. Don't write the short forms here. Right. The first thing given in the question is share capital. Share capital for 2017 and 16. This is your previous year and this is your current year. Don't get confused in the examination by this simple thing. Right. This is 2016 and this is 2017 data. Usually in our examination or somewhere, they'll give it as 2016 or 17. So that is previous year and current year. But in this question, they have given it as current year and previous year, reversed manner. So don't get confused with this. So let us start solving the question. So in the 2016, we had 15 lakhs share capital, but in 2017, we have 20 lakh. So almost 5 lakh increased, correct? 5 lakh increased from 2016 to 17. So then we need to find out the percentage. Same as profit and loss, there is no changes, right? So here 5 lakh is the change, and we'll compare it to base year. What is the base year? This one, 15 lakhs. Correct. Into 100. So that is 33.33 percentage. You can calculate it once. So even I'll calculate later. Correct. Now, reserves and surplus they have given. In 2016 it was 4 lakh, and in 2017 it is 3 lakh now. It got reduced by 1 lakh. So it got reduced by 1 lakh. Then what is the change in percentage? So 1 lakh divided by 3, sorry, don't get confused. We need to compare it with the previous year. So that is 4 lakhs, not 3 lakhs, right? So we take the, yes, we need to compare it with 4 lakh. So into 100 will come out as 25 percentage. Obviously, you need to calculate it in calculator. So the next thing we have long-term borrowings. In 2016, it was 6 lakhs, but in 2017, it is 9 lakh. 3 lakh increased. 3 lakh increased. So what is the percentage of change? So can I calculate it here? 3 lakh divided by what is the base year amount? That is 6 lakhs. Don't forget base year. Right. So it is obviously 50 percentage. Now we have trade payables under current liabilities. In 2016, it was 2 lakh, and in 2017, it became 3 lakh. 1 lakh increased. 1 lakh increased. So, what is the percentage? 1 lakh divided by base year 2 lakh into 100 will become 50% again. So, now you need to compare these two also, total liability and total liabilities for 2016 and 2017. So let us see. In 2016 it was 27 lakhs. In 2016 it was 27, and 2017 it became 35 lakh. How much is the change? Change is 8 lakh. So we need to find out the percentage also. 8 lakh is the change, and we'll compare with base year, that is 27 lakh into 100. Now I need calculator. Obviously 8 divided by 27 lakh into 100. If you do 29.62 percentage, 29.62 percentage is the change in percentage. So in the same way, whatever we did for the liabilities, we need to do it for the assets also. This is very simple problem. You'll get 14 marks easily, right? So in 2016, tangible asset was 15 lakh, but in 2017, it rose to 20 lakhs. Correct. So 5 lakh increased. 5 lakh means we need to compare with base year. So that is 5 lakh is the change, and we need to compare with the base year into 100. So we'll get it as 33.33 again, 33.33 percentage again. So I think they have given, oh, correct. In the base year, for intangible assets, 2016 it was 6 lakhs, 2017 it became 9 lakh. 3 lakh increased, correct? 3 lakh increased. So what is the percentage? 3 lakh increased, and we need to compare it with the base year, that is previous year. 6 lakhs, again it will come to 50 percentage. Yes. Now, inventories. It was 4 lakh in 2016, and 3 lakh in 17. 1 lakh rupees decreased. 1 lakh rupees decreased. So what is the percentage? 1 divided by 4 lakh into 100. 1 lakh divided by 4 lakh into 100. That is 25% is the change. So are you understanding it clearly? It is nothing. It is very easy. So here for cash and cash equivalents, we have 2 lakhs, and it raised about up to 3 lakh. That is 1 lakh is the change. So 1 lakh is the change divided by what is the base year amount, 2 lakh into 100. So obviously it will come out to 50 percentage, right? Now we need to calculate it for total assets. The same changes. There is nothing 8 lakh, and again it will come to 29.62. So say 8 lakh is the change. We need to compare it with the base year, and it will come out 29.62. So this is how we will prepare comparative balance sheet for the question given here. So kindly note it down, and this is very important. Thank you for watching. We'll meet in the next video with another problem. Thank you for watching. Meet in the next video. Bye.